Today, I received the new Barbie the Movie Barbie doll of Margot Robbie in the mail. I was able to find her a little bit early on eBay. I believe the release date is going to be June 1st. And yeah, I'm really excited to unbox her and, of course, repaint this semi-famous head at this point. When the head sculpt first leaked, there was a lot of controversy around it looking like her. So I'm excited to see if I can, in fact, make it look a little bit more like her, because I don't necessarily see it right now. But yeah, so you have the movie logo right here, holographic. Then on the side, and then on the back, you just have a picture of her. I wish it showed like all the other dolls that are in this line, so we could get a little spoiler of that. And then here's the other side, and that pretty much does it for the box. As I said earlier, the face caused a little bit of controversy when it first leaked. I think it's like definitely the angle of that first photo, but also, I don't know. I'm curious to see how this sculpt like works out. It's definitely interesting. I don't think I need dolls with open mouth smiles anymore, but we'll see how it works. It's really cool that they decided to print on the entire like back card of the box, because when you open it all up like this, it does make a pretty cool like backdrop display. Here she is out of the box. She's definitely like better when you have her completely unboxed and like the head is not at a weird angle and stuff. I think angles are gonna be this Barbie's best friend. Here she is next to a standard Millie. The head size on like this Millie is like smaller because it's the collector like line essentially. So it's nice that Margot's doll also has the smaller head sculpt to fit like proportionally with the body. And then here's just another close-up. I'm glad they gave Margot her own sculpt as opposed to like using an existing one, because Margot definitely has very distinct features with her like nose and the jawline and stuff. So I don't think Millie really has that aspect going for her. And then here she is compared to Margot's kind of ultimate sculpt of Harley from Birds of Prey. You're obviously not going to see the same likeness on a $30 doll versus like a $300 item, but it's just interesting to see like, oh, these two things are meant to be the same person. The bangs in the film are obviously not like this. I don't know if this was like the only way they could accomplish it and like mass produce that hairstyle, or if this was just like what they decided on before seeing the final looks. But yeah, they don't look great. They're that choppy, hard, hairsprayed look. I will be removing them and then just rerouting this like front triangle of hair, which should be super fast, super easy. I'm really impressed that all the jewelry is actually painted. I didn't expect them to do that. The quality overall is like really great. And like me preferably, I love this like old fashionista body instead of a made to move on more like human collector dolls, because I don't think those joints look very great on certain dolls, and sometimes you just don't need all that articulation when you're just gonna be like posing it, you know? Like this works fine and it looks a lot more realistic. The belt on the dress is like sculpted very nicely. You have the matching bracelet. The skirt's pretty big, to be honest, which is nice. Decent material. All of that good stuff. And then the shoes are really pretty as well. The hair feels pretty thin, to be honest. Like there's not a lot there, but also it could be a lot worse. And there's absolutely like no style to it, so curling will be necessary. As far as my repaints go, I always make little like collages like this of photos to try to understand what needs to be improved with the paint. And I think you can like really see it with like these two right here. Like the smile's just not big enough, and it's this weird like middle ground. I don't know how like big I'm going to be able to stretch it because it's sculpted in, obviously, but yeah, it'll be interesting to try. I don't know. I feel like the chin needed to be like more square. The nose is like pretty spot on, if not too small. But yeah, this is my initial repaint process. Here I just went ahead and cut all of the hair that was really, really short and choppy for those bangs, because we're just gonna reroot this little section up here. Make sure, it's pretty easy because this is already separated, but just make sure you're only cutting these baby bangs. And then we're gonna pop the head off and get these plugs out. So now we have something like this after cutting the hair and removing those plugs. She's giving her Beetlejuice fantasy. So yeah, so now we only have to reroot this little triangle of hair instead of the entire head. So yeah. And she actually does have a part line already rooted back here, so that's nice. Here's her new part line, all complete. As you can see, we just blended that in with that middle part that was back there. And yeah, now she has her not choppy bangs. Now we're gonna get started on the repaint by wiping the face clean with acetone, and we will get started. Here's the sculpt completely clean of paint. Here she is with the repaint and partial bang reroot all complete. I absolutely love the way she turned out. I think I was able to bring out this face sculpt's inner Margot Robbie that, to me anyways, was definitely lacking the resemblance before. I wanted to keep the little front bang pieces longer than what she has in the movie, just so I can put this doll into different outfits and she's not limited to just this one. But you know, when the movie comes out, we can see how that goes. But yeah, for now I'm definitely happy with how the repaint turned out. I can see Margot a lot more in there, you know? And I actually have another one of her outfits that I had made from the leaked set photos, so we are going to put her in that now. And here she is in that second outfit I mentioned, and this is definitely my favorite look so far from the movie. Hopefully she has many more that we haven't seen, but yeah, those set photos breaking the internet last July, like, truly are unmatched. But yes, I hope that you all have enjoyed this video review makeover, and please be sure to share, subscribe, and like the video, all that. I will be posting a lot more content on my Instagram as always, and I'm so excited for this film, and I can't believe it's finally here and I own one of the dolls. It's so surreal. Thank you so much. Bye bye.